Salam everyone, and welcome to another episode of Dill and Crouch on the Couch. Just a quick congrats to last week's winner for guessing the introduction, which was Mitch Plant.
Yep, congrats, mate.
I think we wrote it in Taiwanese and no one seemed to pick it. So we're giving it to the closest person, next best thing, which was Mitch, who guessed Mandarin, did he not?
Yes, he did. He was the first one to do it. We had a couple of others who said Mandarin, but he was the first one.
Yeah, so, as Mitch is the first one. Congrats, Mitch. Well done, mate.
Yeah,
once again, let us know what language you thought today's greeting was in.
Cool. Beautiful. So, yeah, just comment that or send us a private message or whatever in first one.
Yeah, exactly.
First in best dress.
If a few people get it, first in best dress it is. So,
cool.
Be quick.
Yeah. So, obviously, we've just, started the new school, online learning. How are you going with that, Toby? What's your thoughts on this weird?
Mate. It's interesting, isn't it? It's it's not what we're used to, and certainly struggling to find that motivation. Big step up from doing absolutely nothing for 3 weeks to putting their head down and trying to work. So
exactly right.
Just seeing what we can do. What about yourself?
Yeah, on the first day I wasn't too bad. I was like, doing my work, and then ever since then it's just slow decline, just a downhill skier from here. So
it's tough to stay on track when the teacher tells you to turn your video and turn your mic off and do your work for 40 minutes.
Yeah,
and you've got the PlayStation right next to the computer, but we won't talk about that.
A bit tempting. Also, we got another shout out for Natalia Elkins.
Wow.
She made a little what do you call it? A little banner picture.
Oh, it was amazing. It was absolutely amazing.
If you're watching the YouTube video, I'll put it up on the screen now. But if not, I'll put it on our Instagram or something, and you can have a look at that. So shout out to you, Natalia.
Sure.
Thanks for that.
Well done, Natalia. It was absolutely fantastic. Was not expecting that whatsoever.
No.
It's incredible.
Beautiful.
And a quick update on this one's one of last week's stories. And I had a few messages come my way, what's happening, what's the legal kind of situation with this story, and it's the spud gun story with Ben Livingston. And I'd just like to say on camera right now that this gun, and we're not promoting the making of a B-grade firearm in any way, are we, Dylan?
No, not at all. No.
This is not a promotion, but I'm telling you right now, I've got sources, and I trust these sources, and this gun has never been shot.
Beautiful.
Not once. So if you're a policeman, if you're some kind of person that's wanting to look further into this story, I'm telling you now, don't bother.
Yeah.
This gun has not been shot. It's just sitting there in the garage, period for looks. I think it might have even been deconstructed since last week's episode. So
yeah,
don't even bother.
That's what we like to hear. We like to hear that from you, Ben. Beautiful. If you're listening, hopefully you are. You're our first guest, so we hope you're listening. Hope you.
Another one I want to address is I've had a few messages come through this week in regards to another. It wasn't so much talking point on last week's episode, but it was just a quick question that we kind of glanced over last week about Donkey the goat. And I've a few DMs have come in saying, can you follow this story up? Can you get Zach, who the story was about, maybe on the podcast and interview him? Ask a few questions. Currently, we're not going to do that because we're not going to follow this story up. That is personal information. If you want to find out what's happened to Donkey the goat, God bless his soul, please, by all means, send a message to Zach. We're not going to give any information away. That's not our job. Is it, Dylan?
No, not at all. It's
that's all.
If he wants to tell people, it's up to him. But
exactly right.
Up to us.
But in fact, I'll just say he's doing well. He's doing well. That's all you really need to know right now.
Yep.
So that's all I've got for little pointers.
Beautiful. Alrighty, so I'm excited for our guest today, Toby.
Yeah, how good's this?
We have the girl who she made the infamous formal video. So we got Keely Massuger on today. G'day, Keely. How you going?
Hello. Thanks for having me.
No
glad to have you on board.
Yes. So we just had a few little messages from some of your friends, like some talking points we could bring up here. And we've we've heard early on. I don't know how many of you remember this. You go to our school, Glue Zone, in like year 7 and 8.
Yes.
We heard you were you were very committed and a regular participant in Glue Zone. Is this true?
Correct. Yeah, it is.
Can you give us a little bit of background info into what Glue Zone is for some people that might not go to Aquinas? We're talking about Aquinas, obviously, but some people who might not go to Aquinas College, can you just give us a bit of insight, bit of context into what Glue Zone was or is?
Of course. It was Wednesday lunchtimes. A group from outside the school came in and they ran a few games with the kids who were lucky enough to stay inside. You got some prizes, but no, it was fun. We got into it.
Yeah, I think I attended a couple of them. What about you, Toby? I don't know.
I actually don't remember this at all.
You don't?
Honestly, yeah. So when this person sent this message, the background information through, I was wow, wait.
Yeah.
That really shocked me.
Yeah. Also, we heard you like your live concerts and guitar and Ziggy Alberts. So
Correct.
can you give us a rundown on all that sort of stuff?
Been to a lot of his concerts. First concert 2017. Last one was only a couple of months ago. Pretty good.
Beautiful.
I think what Dylan was trying to ask there is that we heard you perform your own live concerts, and you tried to brush that question off just then. I saw that. That's fine, but can you please address to the people listening what happens in your live concerts? You know, what does it involve? What songs are being played? I heard there's a little bit of guitar involved in that, maybe.
There is. Only the guitar has 5 strings, so can't actually play it. But yeah, I do dress up like him.
Like Ziggy. Is that what this is about?
Yep, definitely.
Oh, right. Okay. That's awesome. Good on you.
Now, who's lucky enough to see the live shows? Like, is this ever going to be like live streamed on Facebook or what's?
Not at the moment. We're still working on a couple of songs. When I get that 6th string, I might go live.
You've got a bit of floss.
Right.
Just you can put that on the guitar.
Oh yeah, that'd work.
We'll get our listeners, everyone, just if you've got a spare string, send it through to Keels. We'll release her address and no, we won't do that. Actually, that's probably not the best idea.
Probably not a good look for our podcast.
No, but if you are interested in listening to a Keely Massuger live concert, please shoot her through a message, positive messages, and let's get it happening because I'm keen. I want to hear this.
Yeah, beautiful. So you made the school formal video, Keely. Then me and Toby were involved in that a bit with you. You did everything, like the big behind the scenes, everything. And can you give us a rundown?
What an effort!
Yeah, so that was good, awesome by you. So, like, what made you decide to do it, and like, what was like the process in all this?
Well, I don't know what decided. I think like I just wanted something else in the formal instead of just like the awards and like dancing and stuff. So
yeah, the
formal video was a good way to do that and to get everyone involved as well. And obviously you guys were a big part of that, so that was good. And then I might have a little bloopers vid, extra behind the scenes stuff coming soon.
How good's that?
Formal uncut.
Yes, exactly.
That's what the people want.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, you did a really good job there. And like, how long did it take to put it all together? And
yeah, I was thinking the same thing. Was it really?
Yeah, my computer didn't want to work with me, so lost some images and had to back it up. It was just not good, and it was right before exams as well. So
yeah, stressful.
On the video, not exams. So
I remember that. I remember you editing it in class. One of our media teachers viewer. So tune out here for a minute. So yeah, but you've done well there. Toby, do you want to go into the bottom
Yeah, if
story
it's
there?
sure. Now there was a comment, like a question that was sent through, but I thought instead of reading it out as a question, we could kind of address it in this category because I think it's more story than a question. Someone commented, and it was Ali, I believe, something about magic tricks. And I'm just wondering, are you the next Houdini? Like, what's the go with this one?
Could
Do you
be
fill us in?
isolation. I don't have anything on me at the moment, no tricks up my sleeve, but I have been working with you. Deck of cards, some coins, so maybe in the future.
Cool. Could send if you ever do it, send us through a video.
Of course,
And
definitely.
yeah,
The whole
show that.
package. Got bloody live concerts, magic tricks. Jeez,
Bloody-
gonna be touring the world.
the whole package. Bloody hell. Now I've got this story. I've known about this story for a long time, and I had no idea until last night till I told my family you were coming on this show. And so my cousin Haley, shout out to Haley. Turns out she is good friends with your cousin Steph. Okay.
Oh.
Yeah, I found this out last night. This is new to me.
What?
And there's this story.
Wow.
Because she even came away to Inverloch with us one year.
Yeah.
Yep. This is a different time at my auntie's house. Shout out Auntie Jan, wonderful lady. And Haley had Steph over, and my parents were there. They were having a few waters, PG content at the moment. So having a few waters, and mum and dad were sleeping on the floor out in the lounge room or wherever they were sleeping. And they wake up the next day covered in Coco Pops. What's going on here? You wake up in Coco Pops. You're like, what's this? And it turns out your cousin Steph had poured Coco Pops on my parents while they were having a sleep. And so they woke, and her nickname has been Coco Pops in like our family. Like I knew about this story, and I had no idea till last night. I said, "Oh, a girl, Keely this girl Keely Massuger's coming on." My brother's like, "So how do you spell the last name?" And I read it out, and he goes, "She related to Steph," and I was like, "Don't know." Find out, and it turns out
That's awesome.
Yeah. So
that's crazy. I'm gonna have to talk to her about that one.
Yeah, hopefully she remembers that. So, and I don't look like an idiot.
Is she notorious for pulling pranks and tricks and things?
Not that I know of.
Yeah,
that sounds like something that you'd have to plan that out. I thought.
This was
not something you just.
Yeah, she would have been younger than us, around 15, I think. So it would have been a while ago. Yeah. So.
Jeez, how's the nerves?
Yeah, bloody hell. Awesome. So
that's incredible. What a story.
Yeah. So we've got a few questions in.
All right. You want to move on to Yeah, right. I can start us off. The first, so we actually had a lot of questions come in this week, which thank you all for sending your questions in. They're all fantastic, but unfortunately, we've got a limited amount of time on the podcast, so I can't address them all. So we've picked a few, just random. Haven't picked them for any particular reason. But the first one is from April, and she writes in saying, "Hey guys, and a special happy birthday to Dylan." Okay.
What is this ongoing joke?
Just wondering, what is Keely's secret to her success in the kitchen, and when's the new cookbook hitting the shelves?
Well, that's another project in the works.
What don't you do? Is there anything you don't do?
Literally the full package. I'm telling you.
Vegetarian meals, no meat involved. Easy basic ones as well. Some that you can use in the toasting machine at school.
Wow, that's big. That is big, because that's just great stuff. That's just good initiative. Are we going to find these recipes somewhere, or when's the cookbook? Are you making a cookbook? Is that what's happening? Is it?
Apparently so, yeah.
All right, sweet. I can't wait to grab that one. What's the name of the cookbook?
I can't tell you yet.
Okay, yeah, fair enough. Yeah, fair enough. All right, fair enough. Well, can't wait for that to come out.
Yes.
I'll be the first one to buy it. Always looking forward to always looking for a few recipes, especially this time, you know, a bit bored, so
Yeah.
mind cooking up a storm. You got a question, Dylan?
Yes, I've actually got two questions here from the same person. And this is Nick Semkin writing in. He wrote in last week. First question is, we released that photo of you announcing you were coming on. And this is actually a few people have we spoken to, and me and Toby thought the same thing. Is the monkey real in the photo?
It is. It actually is.
Is it really?
It's real.
No way.
Unreal.
Real,
That's
but it is.
incredible.
Yeah, I was in Thailand at the zoo, and we all got photos with it. But there's more photos, and it hugs you as well. But
That's unreal. Because it was literally
I'm going
standing
there.
there, arms crossed, sunny's on.
Yeah, how good? How good's
How's that?
What a boss! What a boss!
Bloody hell.
He's just standing there like.
Yeah.
it really does look fake.
That's
That's
incredible.
awesome.
Wow. I would have put money on that was fake for sure.
Yeah. Nick also writes in to do with that photo. You reckon what's going on with the fashion back then? It's pretty questionable. He reckons.
Sponsored by Pumpkin Patch for that outfit there. Not too sure what's going on.
Just laid back.
Yeah.
Beautiful. So, Toby, do you have the next question?
Yes, I have. This one is from Will. Thanks, Will, for writing in. And Will writes, "Hey boys, long time listener, first time texter. Thanks, mate. Really appreciate that. My question is, did Keels end up going on a date with the German boy we met at the markets? Also, big happy birthday to Dylan. Hashtag 365-day birthday." Wow.
Wow, thanks, Will.
I had to think about that one for a second. I didn't know any German. No, we went to this noodle market in the city, and there was one of those people who just hand out free stuff, just like sponsors. And I was waiting for Will, and this guy came up to me. He's like, "Oh, are you Australian?" And I was like, yeah, I am. And he kind of asked me out on a date, and then I was like, "Oh, no, sorry, like, I'm not really about it." He was like, "Oh, yeah, want to go for ice cream?" And I was just like, "Oh, no, thanks." Because he couldn't understand me. He was German, so it was not good.
Shout out our German listeners, by the way. If there's any.
Yeah.
I'm actually German, so
Yeah, so am I. I'm half German as well.
beautiful. Got another question here. Jack Heverin writes in, did you shave that monkey pre-photo?
I have no idea what that's one about.
Did you shave the monkey?
But I think I do, but no.
There was a bit of a, I think it was because there was a bit of a bald patch on its stomach, and it just looked like it might have been. Got the razor out and just given it a bit of a clip pre-photo.
Beautiful.
No.
Oh, thank you for addressing that one.
Yes.
And then I've got one more here. This writer writes in saying, oh, well, first of all, it's Nicola. Nicola writes in saying, "How does Keely keep such a positive outlook on life? Miss you, Keely, and also tell Dylan I said happy birthday." There you go.
Jesus.
Oh, that's really nice. No, I think you just gotta look on the bright side of things, no matter the situation. Yeah, just surround yourself with good people that make you feel good. I think that's really good.
That's awesome.
Well said.
Yeah.
Very well said.
Yes.
For those who don't know Keely personally, I think you are very well known for having a positive outlook on life. So
Yes.
well done on that.
Thank you.
Yes. Also, I've got one more question I forgot to write down, Toby, if you don't mind. Comes in from Liam Keely. How did you single-handedly save the ocean?
Oh, too many fight for the bite protests, I tell you what. No, that's a bit of an inside joke. So Yeah, no, just swimming with sharks like Millie and yeah, fight for the bite, I say.
Awesome. Thank you for that.
Great stuff. Great stuff.
Awesome. Well, thanks everyone for writing in. Sending
Yes.
questions. Keep that up. We need you guys to send in as many questions as you can each week.
Yeah,
Helps
that was
out.
fantastic. Fantastic this week. How many we got? I was amazed. Thank you for the support. And thank you very much, Keely, for coming on board.
Thank you for having me on.
It was awesome. Thank you. Appreciate
Our
it.
pleasure. Our pleasure. Second guest on the show. So congratulations. Well done. Hope you enjoyed.
Thanks for having me.
Yes.
Any time.
Thank you.
All right, Dylan.
Thanks for that, Keely.
No
So,
worries.
Toby, you want to go on to your crowd competition update?
Crowd competition update. Yeah, for sure. So, first of all, thanks everyone for entering in the competition this week. There was multiple entries this week. I'm sure you can back me up here, Dylan. There was plenty of.
There was a few of them, yeah, and they're all. We appreciate
They're all
you all sending them
great,
in.
weren't they?
They were awesome.
They're all fantastic entries. A couple of special mentions. Ben Livingston on the show last week, obviously sent in a good one. That was pretty impressive. Joe Donavi, also another good one. Nice little trick with his hand, spinning a pen around. That was impressive as well. Katie Prendergast sent in a nice little playing Uno online, which is interesting. That was a good one, like over FaceTime. And then Ollie Wilgoose, not sure what that one was. It was it was good anyway. It was very interesting.
Yep.
And then obviously we've got to announce the winner now. So without further ado, congratulations. I think it was just an obvious standout for me. This one.
It was.
It was a late entry. I got sent it late last night, and as soon as I opened the video, I just could not stop laughing. It was one of the funniest things I've ever seen. So congratulations, Zach Nasso, on this one. The infamous listener to our podcast, known for the unfair treatment of Donkey the Goats. But anyway, congratulations, Zach Nasso. Basically, what the video was, and I'm sure we'll release this somewhere.
Yeah, we'll probably put it on the Instagram once this video is released.
Yeah.
So keep an eye out.
Perfect. Basically, what it was Zach was pretending to be a famous darts player, Phil Taylor, and he walks in with the darts music playing, the crowd's erupting. He's got his brothers on board, cheering him on. They've all made signs. He's signing autographs. It just goes on for about a minute or so. And then he goes on to hit 3 triple 20s, and the crowd erupts. It goes crazy. It's an amazing video. We'll upload that. A lot of time and effort would have gone into that. So well done, Zach. Congratulations. And you're in the draw to win the major prize at the end of basically wherever we decide. But anyway.
End of isolation, I think, once we're all there.
Yeah.
So there we go.
For sure. So just well done, Zach. And entries back open for a shout out this week. Remember to keep entering for a chance to go in the draw and win at the end of this isolation period. So don't forget to enter this week. We want as many entrants as possible. And you can even send in the same one you sent in last week and see if it wins again, whatever you want to do. But yeah, thank you all.
It's awesome. Thanks for that, guys. Basically, over the course of this week, we've come up with a new segment idea, which we're happy to announce, and it's called Let's Talk About It. So basically, let's talk about it. So each week we'll think of a new question or a statement, whatever it is, and we'll just talk about it. What are our thoughts, our opinions, and we'd like to hear from you guys as well what your thoughts and opinions are, whether you comment it on the
100%. 100%. We're all about a bit of interaction with the fans.
Exactly right. And Toby found this question this week. Do you want to read it out to us, Toby?
Yeah, my question to everyone actually is, should sausage dogs have to wear back support braces, or if not, at least be made to do Pilates? That's what I want to know right now. And it's really interesting if you think about it, because I think, are we able to insert a little photo of a sausage dog right now for the people watching on YouTube?
Yeah, if they're watching YouTube, I'll put one up.
Because if you see the how do you explain it? The make of the sausage dog, it's very interesting. It's low to the ground, low center of gravity. He's got the short little legs, so the back is obviously supporting a lot of its weight. The legs, wouldn't be supporting much, but I just think it's a bit. Yeah, it's an interesting one to talk about. What are your thoughts?
I reckon it should, almost be a law to, put something into place here.
Absolutely.
The poor little legs aren't going to hold it for too long. Seriously. You see those little fellas running around. You're like,
oh, it's crazy.
Could you imagine having little legs like that and a long back?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, and you know what could even be put in place here is mandatory leg extensions when they're first born. And what that involves is maybe little shoes with little steps in the shoes or something, just to give them a bit more height and a bit more support just as they're walking around to support that big back. Because you sometimes see their back sag a little bit because of their long body.
Yeah, exactly right.
It's just, and then that's the other thing is the Pilates aspect of it is if they don't have a back support or a brace for their back, should we make them do Pilates? Do you think?
Yeah, I reckon if maybe like
option two,
if the owner can't afford a back brace, maybe do at home Pilates with the sausage dog. Stream something on it, Chromecast something on your telly.
Get sure, Apple TV if you've got something else or whatever.
Yeah. Get some music pumping.
Absolutely,
you're sorted.
Absolutely, I think the dog would love that as well because I think the dog would appreciate that we're looking out for the sausage dog here.
Yeah.
Because imagine however many years they've been around, no one's even thought about this, and that concerns me.
Yeah.
Because the poor dogs are out here, struggling with all this support on their back, and just like a simple solution like Pilates, like that's all it is. It's just a simple solution.
Exactly right. Take however long out of your day, half an hour maybe.
Exactly right. Half an hour max, I reckon. You could even do 15 minutes, 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Just a couple of little basic exercises. That's all it is, and help support the dog's back. Yeah. That's all we're doing here. We're for the dogs on this one.
Cool.
That's what
refer the dog. Refer the sausage dog. So answer is yes right. In the end. So
to both of them. I think if they can't have the back support, I think back support brace. That's number one in my eyes. Is that in yours as well? I'm not.
Yeah, I reckon for sure. Yeah.
And then obviously some people can't afford that, so the Pilates is then the other option. Exactly maybe a combo of both. If you can do both, do both.
You can do both. Why not? Exactly right.
Fabulous.
Anyway, if you guys have a question or something you want us to talk about, let us know. Send us through anything. If not, we'll find a new topic to talk about each week. So yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, I like the sounds of that segment idea. That's fabulous idea, Dylan. Well done, mate.
Thank you.
Another shout out to you with all the technical stuff this week. I know you had a bit of trouble getting the video up last Monday.
Yeah.
Shout out you, mate. Fabulous job. Got the video up. You got us on Spotify.
Thanks, mate.
You've got, you're the brains behind this operation. It's just fantastic.
Well, obviously, I couldn't do it without you, mate. Just
like I said last week, mate. I'm just along for the ride, mate. Just along for the ride.
That's right, mate. You provide good content and help me out, especially on Instagram and everything, and whatever else you're helping about.
It's good fun.
It's good. It's good fun, So
do you think that wraps up this week?
I think it does. Thank you again, Keely, for
thanks again, Keely.
No, thank you for having me. Good job.
Yeah, it was awesome. Thank you.
Thank you. Make sure to keep putting those competition updates in. Have a guess at the introduction this week.
Yep.
And just shoot us any general messages, comments you've got about this episode, last episode, whatever.
Yep.
Just let us know what's on your mind. So see you next week, guys. Thank you.
Thank you. Also, I was thinking if you guys send in something and you don't want us to say your name, let us know as well.
Yeah, that's a good idea, actually. Very true.
We won't do that. So, thank you. Thanks again, everyone, for tuning into Dylan Crouch on the Couch. Hopefully it's lifted your day up a bit or whatever. So, thank you. Thanks,
Stop
Toby.
listening
Thanks,
and
Keely.
get back to studying. Come on, guys.
Yeah, bloody hell. Thanks again, guys.
Thanks, Keely. Thanks, Dylan. Thank you all.
Thanks, everyone. Cheers.